The other day, my Utah Conceal Firearms permit came in the mail, and I thought that's a pretty good reason to post a quick video and talk about why you might want to get a concealed carry permit in a state where you're not a resident. Now, I'm a resident of Arizona. Here we have what's called constitutional carry, which means anyone that's able to legally own a firearm can also carry it concealed. However, we still have the ability to get our concealed weapons permit. The reason I keep my CCW current is mostly because of reciprocity. Reciprocity is the agreement between states to recognize each other's concealed carry permits. It's valuable if you travel, but unfortunately, because the states' agreements are all different, not every state is covered by every other permit. And that's not a good thing or a bad thing, it's just the way it is. However, you are able to get concealed carry permits from states where you're not a resident, and Utah is one of the states that offers that. Now, we got our first Utah permits back in 2007. We had attended a pistol class at Front Sight, which is in Nevada, and stayed the extra day to do what they call the 30-state CCW, and that gave you it met all the requirements for the Florida CCW, Utah, as well as Nevada. Now, the other permits expired sooner, but the Utah permit lasted 5 years, so this 2012 it expired, and I renewed it through the mail. And the reason I chose to renew it is, if we take a look at the Arizona Department of Public Safety website here, you'll see a list of the states that we have reciprocity with. Some of the states we have a written agreement. Other states we don't have a written agreement, but they still recognize our permit. And then there's some states that don't recognize our permit. And two of those states that Arizona doesn't have reciprocity with, but Utah does, are Minnesota and Washington. And I guess since there's pretty good fishing in both those states, I figure it's worth $35 to renew that permit. I think it was $35 to renew the permit. Might have been cheaper even. Again, so it's renewed for 5 years. Now, if you take a look at the Utah Department of Public Safety website, they also have a list of states that they have reciprocity with. They do it a little bit differently. The map, it's a little easier to read. But it's interesting. One of the reasons we got the Utah permits in the first place was that it gave us Nevada, which at the time Arizona didn't have reciprocity with. But over the years, that's changed, and now Utah no longer has reciprocity with Nevada. However, Arizona does. So things do change, and again, it's kind of covering your bases to have a permit in more than one state. It also keeps more numbers on the books. More people having CCW permits is always a good thing. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. I figure this is an interesting thing. Not everyone knows you can get permits from out of state. Feel free to leave comments. Always interested. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.